Hi everyone, and welcome to the Scratticus Academy new season. We are doing things live today because I haven't even updated the title yet or gone and got the tweet. But don't let that stop you from retweeting it if you've seen it, or retweeting it if you prefer the proper pronunciation. Please go and do that. I'll go and do that in a second. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you all to some certain things, including, first of all, our social links. Check out Twitter, check out Discord, and check out YouTube, where you can go and catch up with all of the wonderful things. Come and be part of the community. If you want to get a game, send me a DM on Twitter. I'll get you into a game, and it could well be this one, as we have 2 viewers with us today, or 2 guests to the show. Also, do check out the tweet. I'm going to go and grab it right now. I'm grabbing it right now. This very second I'm grabbing it. We're doing things live. I did all of this yesterday, of course. I want you all to know that all of this stuff I did yesterday in the most professional way. I didn't have a drink. No. Starting this season, every 10 retweets, we're going to have some form of Wild Magic Surge type event. Every 10 retweets, a special reward. That'll do as a command for now. We'll make it prettier later. There we go. Go and retweet the tweet. Every 10 retweets gains us a special reward. We've already got 7 there, so GG everyone. I'll try and keep up. Looks like we might even start with a Wild Magic Surge, everyone. Should be fun. Also, please check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by MAGE Press, and we're going to be sampling a bunch of their content in these one-shots this week and the following weeks. So go and check them out. Their Dark Matter book, and we're going to be playing Dark Matter today. Their Dark Matter book is now available for pre-order. I went and twisted their arm, and I was like, God damn it, give me something to sell. And they said, okay, we'll put it on pre-order. So go and buy it. They did it for me. Also, check out our other sponsor, the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many, you've heard of the Deck of Many things, right? Well, also go and check out the Deck of Many animated things, the Deck of Many animated spell cards. Go and check out Humblewood, available in hardback. And all of these things are currently on a Black Friday sale on their website. If you order over $100 of stuff, you can use the code Scratticus to get free delivery. Also, we have a brand new sponsor for the new season. We are now sponsored by Hero Forge. If you want to make some customized minis, head over there. You'll lose your lunch break to it, I promise. Lots of good fun, and we might even have some minis to display later on. I haven't really looked. I'll maybe in the break we might see some minis. Maybe. Okay, let's actually go and say hello to all of these wonderful people who've waited so patiently for me to finish gabbling and updating the stream live. Let's go around and say hello. Let's start with Stella Luna. Oh, hi, Stella.
Hello. I am Stella Luna. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I today will be playing Pilcrow. They are an amoeboid craftsman, part of the Scrappers Guild, and this is a class that was written and created by MAGE Press as well.
Hey, fantastic. And we can also check you out on like Twitter and Twitch and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yes, absolutely. I am Stella Luna here on Twitch, and on Twitter I am Stella Luna_TV.
Fantastic. Next around the screen we have Raven at the Raven. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, I'm Raven. I'm a professional game master, tabletop streamer, and tabletop game designer. I'm playing Vera Cobb. She's a tiefling space cowboy using the gunslinger class from MAGE Press's Weird West set there. She's interesting. She's sort of a no-nonsense kind of outlaw, but always tells the truth and is always super polite. But while she is polite, she probably is going to shoot you. So, you may get a bullet in you, but at least she was polite about it. And then as far as where you can find me, I am on Twitter constantly. That is right above my head. So The Raven, just like that up there. And of course on Twitch.
Fantastic. We've got some things coming in as well in forms of subscriptions. Michael Wayne subscribed for 12 months, a whole year. Thank you very much, Michael. Let us know who you would like to gift that advantage to. Subs still equal advantages. In fact, the donation rewards are exactly the same as last season. The only new thing is the retweet rewards. And we're currently at 13 retweets, so that means we will be starting with a Wild Magic Surge. I'm going to flip a coin, and I'm going to pick one of our regular cast members for that, because I've got a brilliant way to introduce it, but we'll flip that coin in a minute. Also, thank you, Michael Wayne, for gifting a subscription to Sassy with Sanders. Jordan, enjoy that subscription. You also have an advantage to gift a player of your choice. Next around the screen, we have Danny Yagani. Oh, hi, Danny.
Whoa, hi! I am Danny. You can find me, like Scrat said, on Twitter at Danny Yogani. And you can also find my Etsy shop at Hoop and Loom, where I make lots of dice bags. I'm a fledgling GM. I love role playing. I'm having so much fun. And so happy to be here with you guys today. I'm playing Wisp Bitterthorn. She is a half-elf rogue, and I believe we're doing one of the dark matter classes or subclasses, and she's an infiltrator. So, you know, that'll be fun to explore. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it'll be great.
Exactly right. That's where we're at. None of us know what's going to happen yet, but I guarantee it'll be great.
Oh yeah.
We're going somewhere familiar. If any of you have seen some of our, I'm not gonna spoil. Last around the screen we have Cammy Jewel.
Hello, my name is Cammy Jewel, and you can find me on Twitter with that handle. I'm playing Vila. She's a near human, which is a human subclass, I guess, a variant. And I'm playing cleric from the Void domain, which is also dark matter. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Lots of cool spells.
I'm excited too. I accidentally deleted my advantage token, so I'm just gonna go and grab that again. But today, we are not going to be starting with our regular players, as we might have thought, okay? No, we're going to be starting with our guests this week. So the two of you are on a ship together. This is going to be you can describe the details in a second. The only things that I need from you is the two of you need to be working together on a small private mission from someone a little bit shady.
Okay. So Vera.
Yes.
Yeah. What are your specialties? What are you working on?
That's a really good question.
I'm assuming that Wisp would be doing something like techie, like she loves to like interact with like technology and like mess around with it. So I'm not sure what you would be specializing in terms of that, but she would probably be like digging into stuff.
Vera having a somewhat flexible moral compass would probably be either planning for a heist or charging somebody way too much to protect them from a heist.
I feel that.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I think that would totally make sense if we were heisting. Because Wisp is down to get up to some mischief like that.
So the two of you will know that this universe is currently mostly under the rule's the wrong word. The financial control of a company called Astrogations Inc. And most people work for Astrogations Inc. or one of their subsidiaries in one way or another. This job is off market, off the table, you know, black market sort of thing, because not a lot isn't. A lot of the freedoms of today kind of non-existent in this world. Piracy has returned in space as the oppressive heel of Astrogations Inc. has come down. And this job
Okay.
is to go and on a heist, as you said, to steal an item, an artifact from years ago. You are to find a ship drifting powerless in subspace and take its AI. Its AI is from a time long gone, when AIs were a bit more personable than the models of today.
Okay.
What does your ship look like?
Ooh.
It's a good question. Is Vera on Wisp's ship or vice versa?
I feel like Wisp would be on Vera's ship, honestly.
All right. Vera's ship's probably called something very cowboyish, like the Ace of Spades or something like that. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're on the Ace of Spades, and it's sort of we'll say a fast light freighter, oddly spade shaped actually. So it's a bit of a triangle sort of in the front with probably like a smaller section in the back. So Vera's probably at the pilot seat, just sort of leaning back, one arm over the back of it, entering in some stuff, and she'll go, Wisp, you got those gadgets of yours figured out?
And I'll probably be like over at a panel, like, yeah, I think I've got it by now.
All right, cool. That sounds good. We got to get this AI off this derelict spaceship, so I don't want any surprises.
Well, I'm locked and loaded and ready to go.
Fantastic.
As your ship slows down into sublight speeds and you appear in this sort of rim galaxy, you can tell there's not a lot of atmosphere here. Atmosphere here, even like debris or anything like that. We're like, we're not far from being in a black hole here, there's not a lot here. You can see this large ship drifting ahead of you. There's still, despite the rust that seems to have built up after prolonged space drift, you can still see a slight gleam along the hull. It's sort of a grey, blackish blue of olden times. No intergalactic paint job on this thing. It's just raw metal. But they're etched on the side in big letters that gleam in the light. There's Argo 37. And as you approach, you can see that there is, in fact, no power on this machine whatsoever. Its docking bay is open, and you can see debris just tumbling out into space as there's no power to protect the atmosphere in the docking bay.
Okay. So it looks like the docking bay's been open this whole time, or did it just open as we approached?
It looks like it's been open this whole time.
Okay. So Vera probably pop onto the comms, go, oh, hells. Looks like this thing's been open to space this entire time. This is going to make things a little difficult, to say the least.
Sure thing. Looks like it's time to do some cleanup.
Yeah. And I assume we have like EVA suits or something like that on the ship.
Yeah. You were prepared for this. You expected that the ship probably wouldn't have any power. It's probably been drifting. There was some kind of accident like 150 years ago, and it's been drifting ever since. So.
Okay. So Vera will hop on the comms again and be like, yeah, get your EVA suit ready. It looks like like I said, it's open to space. I hate those things.
All right, suiting up. We'll wiggle on into our suits.
Vera's gonna, punch in whatever she needs to punch into the computer, and then head back to the airlock and start reluctantly and begrudgingly getting into this suit. Probably as slow as she possibly can because she hates how bulky and everything the suit is.
Mhm. And as your ship is put into landing sequence and it enters the docking bay, you hear the the magnetic landing gear come on, and immediately, as soon as the magnets come on, all of this debris in this, it looks like they were using this docking bay as like a garbage disposal, as just metal from all over the ship just attaches to your feet, and it's the most crooked, sort of unbalanced landing as it comes down unevenly on the floor there. But it seems securely attached. Touch wood. But there is no wood in space, so good luck with that.
Here, looks over at Wes and goes, sorry about that.
It's all good. All right.
Well,
shoot.
I'm a little unclear on what to do here because I always like to be polite. So I would offer to let you go first, but it's also potentially dangerous. So which would you prefer?
Thanks for asking. I mean, I'm always down to go first. I'm cool with it. What should I do? Should I just jump off?
Well, I probably wouldn't jump because there doesn't seem to be gravity, so you'll just
Just float
face
away.
plant to that wall over there. So
Okay.
just be real careful. Remember you got your mag boots and there's debris spinning everywhere. So watch your head.
Okay. So I'm like super unfamiliar with like sci-fi stuff. So would I be able to like maybe like how would I be able to get over to the other ship? Would I have to like attach myself to my ship and then like kind of have myself navigate through space, or am I able to just like walk right over?
Well, yeah, so you've come down in the Argo 37 docking bay, so your ship is
Okay, so we're
inside their
in
ship.
it. Okay,
But
okay.
You have the choice of trying to turn on your mag boots and walking using magnetic force, but you saw how that went for the landing gear, or trying to like space swim through the debris.
I think I'm gonna try swimming through it. That sounds fun.
Sure. So then, why don't you just give me I think aerobics seems very close in spelling to acrobatics to me. You're like one letter off. So
Okay.
We'll take an acrobatics check. Hey, a 19's not bad. Sure.
That's lovely.
You can maneuver off of this ship through the debris, and you can see a door at the back room currently closed, and you can navigate to it easily. Vera, would you like to follow?
Yeah, Vera's gonna go the other route, and she's gonna try to walk gently down this debris and get over to the other side. Probably like a tether onto the ship as well, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
So yeah, she's gonna walk slowly over and just be like, "Huh,
Turn-
I didn't think that space swimming thing was gonna work that well, but good job."
And with the mag boots on, I guess turning the magnetic field right down. And so, let's see, caution. Give me a survival check to make your way across.
Oh goody, I'm the best at this, she said sarcastically.
Okay, on a 13, that's okay. You can get across. The two of you, you can see this door currently closed, no power. No handles or anything, it's like a Star Trek door.
Okay.
All right. Well, gosh, let's see. I've got like infiltration rig type stuff, but I'm assuming we need to get power to it. To get it open.
That'd be my guess, but I ain't much for that fancy techno stuff. If you need me to blow a hole in it, I can do that.
Oh, I mean, if you can do that, that's probably easier.
Well, I mean, I just brought my repeater, so it might take a little while.
Okay. I mean, why don't we try it? And I'll see if I have anything in my equipment while you're doing that. To see if there's anything I can do.
Why don't you make me some attack rolls?
Can I roll anything to see if Vera would would know to be cautious about magnetic seals and blasters?
Sure.
Because I don't know if Vera would know this or not.
Do you know what? I think in space is kind of like nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Going with me on that one?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll probably be fine. There's a
Okay.
risk, but
All right. I will go ahead and hit it with the repeater, and I've got the extra attack feature here, so I'll hit it twice.
by all means.
Nice and horrible.
Okay, ooh, okay, so the first shot does really well. Give me some damage for that first shot. Oh yeah, the first shot, you can see the door start to bend and break as you're like repeater blasting and bits of it are melting away. The second shot, however, roll me damage on that.
Oh dear.
Make both of you make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! Cool.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's not
look at that.
terrible.
Yeah, the second shot, the repeater blast like hits the door and like somehow repulses off, and the pair of you end up ducking successfully. But it's a close call. There could have been 7 points of damage.
Oh boy!
The door is now open enough that you think you can pry it without damaging your Eva suits too much.
All right.
You all right there, Wisp? So,
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. You did a good job. I'll get this side. You get the other.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Sphinx.
all right.
Thank you very much, Sphinx, who donates free advantages to everyone. And I need to update my notifications because I haven't done since Halloween, and that spooky clown was pretty spooky. Sorry, do carry on.
Oh, so we were taking each side of the door and pulling it aside.
Yeah.
There is a long corridor ahead of you. There's no signs or anything, but at the end of the corridor you can see a bridge. You can see several doorways coming off. One looks like it might head towards the engine. Thank you very much, Ed, for your subscription. 27 months. That's getting to some big numbers right there and gifting the advantage to me. Thank you. Also, thank you very much, Fabs, who cheered 100 bits some time ago. Thank you very much.
All right. We can probably head towards the engine room, see if we can restore any sort of power. I don't know. Check it out.
All right, that sounds about right. I'll look for anything that may pop out. I don't think there's going to be anything alive in here, but you never know in space. So Vera will kind of take point, and she'll have her repeater drawn and sort of looking around.
Cool.
Now, are you heading towards the bridge? Or are you heading towards the engine room? Engine room. So, a hard left. Past the engine room, you can see there is an old kitchen. As you go through, there are some, like, tins floating around and several bottles, empty bottles of different brands of whiskey and beer and floating through the air. Seems to be more whiskey and beer than there does food floating, if you were looking at more than a casual glance. After the kitchen, you find a large room filled with cryogenic tubes.
Now, I'm not too familiar with the inner workings of the ships, but I'm pretty sure that ain't normal, is it?
I don't think so. Do you want to check them out?
I mean, are those people?
Can I go up to one and kind of like look inside, maybe like rub the outside of it
Sure.
and look in?
So, Cammy and Stella, which one of you wants to be Sam Riegel? And which one wants to be Liam O'Brien?
I'll be Sam.
Yeah, I'll take Liam.
Cami, please describe what Wisp sees when they clear away the glass.
They see a very, very pale person with kind of light grayish hair, wearing like muddled green suit, armor thingy, just chilling.
All right. There's a person in here. How long do you think they've been in here?
Well, if I remember the research packet I got on this ship here, it's lost 150 years ago, something like that.
So they've been sitting in this the whole time. Should
Yeah, I
we
mean,
do something about this?
are they not dead?
I don't know. They don't look dead.
I guess open it up. We'll see if they can tell us where the AI thing is.
Okay.
Might make this job a little bit easier.
Okay. So, can I like investigate this thing and see if there's a way to like open it or turn it on or something?
Sure. Give me an investigation.
Cool. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, you're not even really sure if they're alive in there, you know? Like, how does it is that even frozen or is it just water? I don't know. It seems fairly tough. There is, however, a post-it note on one of the tubes a little way down that seems to have stayed stuck throughout all this time in space.
Post-it notes have come a long way in the future.
That I'm dead. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check it out.
The post-it note is on another cryotube. Hey, Stella. Who do we see in this tube?
Inside this tube, you see the vague shape of a human question mark. It appears to be a being made out of some kind of viscous fluid held together by a transparent membrane. It has a head and arms and legs, but no face to speak of. There are some eyeballs floating around in the head space. And they are a sea green color that just kind of shifts between the blue and the green.
Look, whoa, it's really pretty. And what does the post-it note say?
The post-it note says 222 full power. Need more power.
I found a post-it note. I think it's like one of those things, you know, like back in the day where they were like, don't make your password. I could be wrong though.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think?
I did that once.
And as you peel the post-it note away, you can feel that like the stick was long broken, but you sort of the top breaks away as like it's been the condensation has held it in place, and all it sort of like breaks and tears. But you still got all the relevant information.
Straight.
Well, is there like a keypad you can put that into or something?
On each of these pods, there is a keypad, a little number pad.
You want to do the honors, or should I?
I'll let you handle it, and I'll keep my blaster ready just in case.
All right, good call. I like that one. And I'll go 222 full power.
And you hear a very weak E, and a little readout across the top says, "Need more power. Running on emergency power."
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think we need to get a little more power to this place. Maybe we need to check out a little further. You know, from what little I know of these pods.
All right. Well, the engine room ought to cover that, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Let's check it out.
All right, let's go to the engine room then. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. And Vera's going to walk back to the kitchen and grab a couple of those bottles of whiskey that were floating around and put it in her bag before she heads off to the engine room.
All of the bottles in that room are unfortunately
Empty, darn.
yeah, empty bottles
She'll
floating
still-
around, empty food floating around.
She'll still grab one of the bottles, just in case it's collectible, since it is from so long ago.
Hell yeah, I like it. You can add that to your inventory.
All right. Yeah, and then she's gonna head back down. She'll still take point, just in case something tries to jump out.
Sure thing. So we're heading into the engine room.
Yeah.
Okay. So ahead you can see these big engines, all intact, but very much, if you check the gauges, no fuel, empty. On the left, there also looks to be what someone set up as some sort of like chemistry set. It looks like someone was trying to distill something. It looks a lot like the distillation plant that you guys might have seen on Terra Free. You know, where they create fuel. But this doesn't look like it was made to create fuel. In fact, you can see what looks like a pint glass under the output.
Oh, hey, they got a still.
You know how those things work?
Yeah, they make booze.
Oh, cool.
Is there anything in it? Like any liquid in there?
This too is empty. If
Empty.
you want to create fuel, you're going to need to bring something you've bought with. It seems everywhere you've looked, all of the resources have been used up. You can even see like remnants of foods that should not be making booze in this thing, like meat. Someone's been trying to distill meat. You know, it's not gone well, as they seem to desperately be trying to get more power. Pizza Blob, thank you so much for that subscription. You have an advantage to give to a player of your choice.
So, for a second there, when you said pizza, I was like, they put pizza in there?
There's still pizza. What? Oh my goodness.
Good old pizza whiskey.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, you've heard of the space exhibition now. Welcome to the space prohibition.
I love it. Well, I don't have any kind of fuel on me. Is there any way we could hook up the Ace of Spades to their power supply or anything?
I don't see why not. Why don't one of you give me like a medicine or a raw intelligence check or something like that?
I have something called vent tape and elbow grease, where if I need to repair things without access to the proper tools, training, or spare parts, my experience means I can often cobble something together to keep a damaged system working for a few crucial minutes or hours. I don't know if that would help.
Hell yeah. So we'll say then that in that you have a small amount of fuel. Enough to get one of these dark matter engines running for about 15 minutes.
Okay, Vera. So I can do this, and I'll explain it to her, and I'll be like, but it'll only last for about 15 minutes.
Right. Okay. If you want, you can give the first part of that to me in Captain Dummy Talk, because I didn't follow that. But 15 minutes, I got that. I think that's all the information I really need. So,
Cool.
Yeah, go for it.
So is there anything else we need to do besides, help these poor, tortured, captured souls above this ship, before we get out of here?
Well, I mean, I just want the AI. I'm not too concerned about them,
All right.
but
So
they might know where it is. So sure, let's get them out.
yeah, so let's plan on I'll activate it, and then we'll book it over there so we have as much time as possible, and we'll get them out, and then we'll try to figure out this AI thing ASAP.
Sounds good.
Okay, ready? And then I'll take a few minutes, and then when it gets to that time, I'll give us a countdown, and then we can go.
Okay.
And yet, when you fuel it up and everything, it's going to be... These engines haven't been running for so long; they've sort of seized. But with your ability there, you can sort of, you know, hammer and spanner it into kind of being operational. And it's sort of like, you know, with a chainsaw when you have to like start it by hand. Similar with these, really. You're having to pretty much start the dark matter engines by hand, but a little bit of wangling. Hey, why don't we see how long this takes? Give me a straight intelligence check, or wisdom, whichever's your better.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So, Vera, Wisp informs you that she can get the machine running for maybe 15 minutes, but she's tinkering with this thing for like an hour. You know?
Now, this seems like a whole lot more than 15 minutes. Do you need help?
No. I got it.
All right. You know these things have a finite amount of air in them, right?
I'll like suddenly consider that. Oh yeah.
Pickled Eggs, thank
All
you
right.
so much for the subscription. Fabs, thank you for gifting the subscription to Pickled Eggs. Please let us know where you would like that advantage to go through Pickled Eggs. It does roar into life, though. It does. Lights come on, and then suddenly, from the next room where all of those cryogenic cubes were, red flashing lights and alarms start sounding.
Go, and then like right over there.
What did you do? What did you break?
I don't really know. I still had a couple steps left, but it's fine. Okay. And I guess I'll make our way there.
As you enter this room, most of the tubes have opened, pouring liquid on the ground, and inanimate people is the verbiage I'm going to use as they sort of slump to the ground. However, there are 2 tubes which have not opened.
Are they the ones that we were looking at before?
How did you guess?
Okay. Put in the code and then do the 222. Yeah. See if it works.
And as you do 222 full power, which one do you do first? Do you do Pilcrow or Vila?
I'll do the one that had the so it'd be Pilcrow's.
Okay. Pilcrow. You feel it's like waking up from a deep slumber, as all of your muscles have kind of gone a little bit dead. You know when like you've been laying on your arm a little bit too long? Your whole body feels like that. Okay, including your head. You're a little bit muzzy, but hey, you're awake. Chip looks bad.
As Pilcrow gains consciousness, you see the outline of their body just kind of warble a bit. You see little bubbles and form, and they kind of stagger out, and they're wearing this kind of plate-like armor, and there's a large tool belt hanging from their hips. They just kind of warble like, and the eyes just kind of pop back and forth, just trying to focus in. And they're staring towards Wisp, but doesn't seem to fully be able to recognize that, oh, there's a person in front of me right now, just kind of surveying the surroundings.
You okay there? And then I'll run over, I guess, to the other one. Or no, I'll shout at Vera. Hey, Vera, try the other one.
All right, what was the code again?
222.
Right, okay. And Vera will also look to Pilcrow and go to tip her hat, and then remember that she's in an EVA suit. I hate these Goram things. I can't even wear my hat. Hi, I'm Vera. This is Wisp. She made all this mess, not me. We'll talk to you later. She'll go over to the other tube and punch in 222 and enter whatever is on there.
Same for you, Vila. You sort of feel like someone's turned on a tap in your toes and all of the fluid in your body is running out of it. It's a weird sensation. That's not actually happening. It's just kind of what you feel like. It feels like a really bad hangover. You know, like when you wake up and like you don't have the headache, but like all of your muscles are just like, hey, yeah, you did a lot last night. That's how you feel.
So I'm just gonna stumble out like, not even looking around. I'm just like, oh, what the fuck?
And when you turned on the power, gravity has returned and air, but these two people do not have suits. Also, Pilcrow, something strange happens to you.
Oh no.
Second.
Hopefully it's something strangely nice.
I mean, it could be. Roll me a D100, please.
Absolutely. I can do this.
And remember, everyone, every 10 retweets, so the next one will be at 20, we are doing Wild Magic Surges as well as under donation rule.
That is a 31 DM.
Hey! Okay, it's outside of my vocabulary.
That's not a good sign.
No.
There's a lot of
What
reading.
happens to me? Hold on, I can't pronounce it. Jeez.
Okay, even Google doesn't know what that is, so I guess we'll just
Oh,
go for one of
no.
the other options.
What?
Oh no, hang on, no, I did spell it wrong. Hang on. Maybe.
I'm so scared right now.
I know, right?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Don't say that.
Well, it was nice to meet you.
So,
Bye.
the reason I had to Google this is because it's quite concentrated lore. You are cursed with temporary nilbogism. Nilbogs were goblins possessed by trickster spirits, result of a condition known as nilbogism. For a moment, Pilcrow, your body is possessed by a trickster spirit. I need you to do one tricksy thing in the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll let you decide what that is, as this trickster nature just overwhelms you as you wake up.
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't me.
Oh,
This has probably taken about 3 minutes so far, so you've still got about 12 minutes of 12 minutes of power.
hey, Wisp, don't we should probably get these folks some suits. There's not much left of the power, right?
Yeah. We got about 12 minutes left.
All right.
10? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with 10.
I'm not good at judging time with technology.
I had noticed that. So, yeah, I'll look for some suits here. So Vera's going to look around for some suits. Would that be investigation or perception? Or something else?
You can investigate the ship for some spare suits. Where this is... Spoiler, you're going to find some. This roll is to see how long it takes.
Okay.
Oh! Oh! You'd like turn right and there's a locker right there that says Eva suits. Like, it takes no time. Oh, I'll have a look around.
Hey, look, here they are. How about that? So grab a couple and hand one to both of them and be like, here, put these on. She ain't too good at figuring out time, so we got anywhere between 2 minutes and 10 minutes air left.
Fact.
Vila is gonna realize there are people on the ship now. I'll be like, who are you and what are you doing on my ship?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
your
right.
ship.
Yeah, I'm Vera. This is Wisp. We're here to steal your AI.
Just to bring up Pilker and Vila up to speed, you entered your autopilot route to your new colony. Okay, everything was fine. The janitor was gonna wake up like a quarter of the way, three-quarters of the way through the journey to like do some routine checks and things and make sure everything was okay. And you should have woken up with about 4 hours to go until you arrive at the colony. This don't look like it happened. These people, you don't know them, and around you the crew is dead.
Is this you? Did you do this?
She did that.
Oh, what? No. What? That was already happened. That was before us. We just got here.
Uh-huh. And I should believe you because...
Does this face look like it could hurt all those people?
And you see behind Wisp, Pilcrow is just their form. Since they're an amoeboid, they can alter shape. That's when they have a flexible form. You just see Pilcrow standing behind Wisp, doing the same exact movements, just copying Wisp right now for whatever reason.
Oh.
I think Vera's probably gonna lift up her blaster and go, you should believe it because you've got bigger things to worry about.
I think Pilcrow has cryo sickness. That's not good.
I have no idea what to do with that. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if you could direct us to where the AI is, we'll be on our way, and then you can see to that.
Because we don't need it to do anything at all. It's not like this is our ship and the AI runs it.
Well, I mean,
Listen.
strictly speaking, the ship's been abandoned, and according to maritime law, salvage rights, we
Was it
it's
though?
technically speaking my ship now.
Was it though? Because I've been here the whole time.
She has a point.
Tell you what, we can go get a lawyer to clear that up later. If I don't shoot you first.
There's also the fact that your ship's probably not going to survive much longer. So, I mean, if you want to live, you should probably be nice to us, and we'll take you back on our ship.
8 minutes.
I mean,
You're
I'd
gonna
prefer
talk us
not to have
death.
to kill you.
And she will.
All right,
She's got crazy.
I tell you what, I will give you a ride to wherever it is you want to go if you help us get this AI off your ship.
I need to see my cockpit. And the captain needs to get better.
The captain's just like copying Wisp still.
So cute.
Hey, you're the captain, Pilcrow?
Pilcrow's the captain.
Beautiful. Okay, so from now on, I'm going to put a real timer on.
Oh no.
Because I'm that kind of nice DM. It's going to be 8 minutes. Oh, hey, it's... There we go. A little bit over 8 minutes to make up for the fading time. But there you go. So you've got approximately 8 minutes until the ship... Until the ship runs out of power. As you all head towards the cockpit, there is a person sitting in the chair, like seat belted in. However, they have slowly been rotting with time. You can see the sort of dry skin. It looks like they're wearing a boiler suit, and they've got like a leather jacket on, and there's these dreads that hang around their body, and they look old. Well, I mean, they look dead. That's how old they look, you know.
Does it look like the janitor?
You know, if the janitor grew long dreads and died and shriveled a bit, maybe.
I'm gonna
Oh no.
kick him out of my chair.
Does the leather jacket look salvageable?
Oh, if you want.
Oh
First go.
no.
Oh, sweet leather jacket. She's gonna pull it off the body if she can. What? He's not using it anymore. Well, he doesn't need it anyways.
Yeah, it looks like a kind of biker style jacket from maybe 2005. It's
Oh my
got
God.
definitely got vintage written all over it. And you know how leather, when it's not like rubbed and waxed regularly, it gets that old sort of like look to it, distressed leather. That's how it
Yeah.
looks badass.
Yeah.
Probably this person's favorite
Awesome.
coat.
Yeah. She's gonna take it.
I'm gonna look at my cockpit and all the buttons and everything. Did they mess with my cockpit?
Yes.
I'm
Some
gonna
buttons
kick them.
some buttons are broken. A whole panel looks like it has been removed and had liquid poured on it, as you can see old like burn marks and stuff. And as you start fiddling with things, a screen comes down and a face appears. Hello, you're awake then?
What happened?
Been asleep a pretty long time myself. Blister said he'd recorded a message about what happened. I've not got much on the power reserves again, though. I don't know what you put in there, but it's probably keeping me going for about another 5.5 minutes. Do you want to
How
download
long
the
is
information?
message? Yes.
Good question.
I will...
Somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes. I can give you an exact size in megabytes.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna. I assume my stuff is still in the cockpit.
Well, Blister ran the ship for quite a while. It all went a bit wrong. We didn't make it to the colony 140 years ago.
I can see that. Is my backpack still in here?
Oh, yeah, I left that in the locked smuggler's stove.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up and get my data pad and everything and just download it so we don't have to stay too long.
Yep.
Did you download the message that he had, or did you download like the AI?
The message.
Cool. So while she's doing all that stuff, I'm gonna like try and do my job with taking the information from this artificial intelligence from the thing.
Yeah, Captain, Argo says, looking towards Pilcrow. This one's trying to download my AI. Should I allow that?
Yes. Why not?
Love it.
Alright, then I'll see you in a bit. Make sure the coffee's brewing. As you see him sort of like separate into bits and then like defragmentation off the bottom of the screen.
Still in the trickster spirit, Pilcrow is probably hanging close to Wisp as Wisp is doing this, and Pilcrow will like point out,
No. You need to hit this button, not that one.
and then like help Wisp with this endeavor.
I think
Okay.
I think Wisp is kind of like, okay, and like she'll kind of second guess everything you're saying, but like still try it.
You have downloaded the AI, you've downloaded all the information, you've gathered your stuff.
Cool.
Y'all done now?
Yeah, we got everything we need.
Cool,
Pilcrow, you captain, you got everything you need?
Would Pilcrow's belongings also have been in the smuggler cache?
Yes. Yeah.
Pilcrow would have seen you retrieve your items, and they would have also gotten their things too. Just kind of shrug on, backpack, affix a giant, oversized pipe wrench into their belt.
All good to go
All right,
here.
Let's see. We got about 2 minutes left. Shoot, I was going to try to find more things to steal, but there's no time. All right, let's get back to the ship.
All right, let's
Uh,
go.
We
Come
need
with
our
us.
suits on. Well,
Oh.
Velcro.
Y'all haven't put the suits on yet.
Pilcro's just like holding the suit,
Oh, right. That makes sense.
and you just see them like kind of like just suck into a tube and then out of the armor into the suit, and then they like begin to work the armor back on.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
amazing.
gonna put it on like, and good to go.
All right, Vera's already heading to the ship.
As we get close to a minute, the warning lights start to come on the ship.
Running out of time. Well, let's get out of here.
I mean, we're running out of power, but the suits have oxygen, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
We should be fine, but I wouldn't want to stick around. It took her a really long time to get the power going, so, you know, our suits probably don't have a whole lot of power left to them, so we just need to go.
That's also true.
As you make your way down the corridor back towards the hold, you can see one door sits open, and it's just this bedroom covered in bottles, distillation equipment, makeshift weapons. It looks like someone lived a whole lifetime here. However, just as you're looking at this room, two things happen. First, the power goes back down. Second, all of your comms suddenly flare into life as you hear Hail Spacers. This is Astrogations Inc. Computer System 593. We've detected unregistered dark matter engine activity in this sector. Please turn yourselves in for processing immediately.
We gotta get out of here,
Oh,
guys.
crap.
Right now.
Captain?
Yeah? Oh, you meant them.
You see Pilcro's green-blue color kind of turn a little purple. Oh. DM, would we know Astrogations? Would that have been our time?
Astrogations was a small company back when you guys were a thing. When Earth was starting to colonize other planets, Astrogations Inc. were the forefront leaders. They were going to be putting everyone out in space.
Would we have been affiliated with them?
Yes. Loosely.
You just hear this like strange noise coming from Pilcro, like
Astrogations?
Pilcro does not seem to be taking this seriously.
Of course. So player question. The dark matter engines, is that like every spacecraft, or would that be specific to the Argo ship, or?
So the dark matter engines have kind of gone out of fashion. Everyone's gone towards these electric engines now, which are much more efficient.
Okay, so Vera would know that they're talking specifically about Argo, not her ship.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, yeah, Vera's gonna look at Pilcrow and go like, well, sucks for you.
Captain, with your permission, I would like to answer.
Yes, go ahead, Vita.
Astrogations Inc., this is the pilot of Argo 37. What are you talking about? This is our ship.
Argo 37 is not a registered ship in the Astrogations Inc. Fleet. You should not be.
Because we're not. We're 140, 50-year-old ship. And I just woke out of cryo, and I am not feeling good, and I'm not in the mood.
Please turn yourselves in for processing. A
How
platoon.
about you stick it?
Vera's gonna lean over to us and be like, you know what? I think I actually like this one.
It comes over again. A platoon of soldiers has been dispatched to help you with processing.
I'm gonna turn to Vera and be like, you said you had a ship?
I do.
You said you'd take us out of here.
I did. If you helped me get the AI, which you did, so I would be happy to drop you off wherever you like.
Can you do it faster than they can chase us?
I don't know. Can Vera potentially do it faster than they can chase?
I guess there's one way to find out.
Okay. That's a great question. I don't know, but I can sure try. As they used to say way back in olden times, I can certainly try. I'll start escorting everybody to the ship.
Bit of a tighter squeeze now on this ship. Little bit tighter, but you all can fit in. And the spaceport looks weird now, as like everything sort of like hit the ground and then started to slowly raise off again. Everything's closer to the ground, which actually makes it a little bit easier to navigate across this space and into the ship. However, you can see out of the ship a large, you would know it to be an electrical looking ship. A lot of these ships now are fly-by-wire. So there's not exactly a bridge or pilot's deck or anything. It's just all function. So you've got wings, guns, and a small little thing which is currently deploying a ship which looks more inhabited.
Okay. I'd say let's get out of here as quickly as possible. So yeah, Vera's gonna get into the ship as fast as she can, kind of ignore everything else for the moment. Grab her tether line on the way back in, and strap into the pilot seat.
Which you can, and takeoff procedures. You can automate them, or you can take the helm yourself.
What would I roll to try to fly the ship?
Do you have proficiency in space vehicles?
No.
Do you have
I
proficiency
don't think so.
in any vehicles?
No, because I just built the gunslinger class, and so that wasn't even an option, I don't think.
Fantastic. In that case, you would use wisdom without proficiency.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, you can get this bird in the air or in the space, and you can begin flying. And you can see you're hailed again. At this time, it comes across. What's your ship called, Vera?
Ace of Spades.
Does it have a registration log? Like what would it be registered as?
Probably like just that. That would be the official name of the ship, and then probably some registration numbers. Like we'll say 1337 is the registration number.
Yeah, like it. So it comes across unregistered vehicle A Alpha Charlie Echo Alpha Sierra. I've set myself up here. What the fuck is P?
Papa. Papa.
Yeah, sure, okay. Papa Alpha Charlie. No, fuck it. Delta Echo Sierra. 1337. Please report for. Please report.
Hi. Well, I mean, you already got my name and registration number. That's the report.
Please report for processing.
Now, when you say processing, what you talking about?
Your vehicle has been unregistered for some time. We would like to talk about your activities in this time, and possibly returning you to mining colony 6747B.
I would not be amenable to that encounter, so I'm gonna have to politely decline.
Remember, Astrogations Inc. will look after you. Always.
Uh-huh. I'll look after a bullet up your butt. It's just gonna punch it.
Okay, so how are you flying? Are you flying sublight, or are you going straight to warp?
It's just gonna go as fast as possible, so probably straight to warp.
Straight to warp. Great.
And probably ask for help from Wisp.
Yeah, I think Wisp is gonna start being like, I'm gonna do what I can to boost this thing and like, I don't know, see if she can like hack into anything to
Well,
give
I'll
it
tell
some
you-
extra speed.
Okay, so we've already got the wisdom from Vera for flying this thing. Wisp, why don't you give me... Do you have navigation as a skill?
I think I just have like expertise in like data, but I don't think I have navigation.
That's just fine. If you would like to,
Yeah.
then you can you can roll your data skill, and we will take that as your navigation check.
Cool. Okay, so I was struggling to put custom stuff into Roll20, so
Valid.
I'm just gonna roll a straight intelligence, and then it should be +2 times my proficiency, so +6.
Okay.
So intelligence. There we go. Ah! So it's a 9.
Okay. Okay, so a 9. So the coordinates that you put in, I mean, you know, they're not perfect,
Typing really fast here.
right? So you punch them in, and you warp. You don't get exactly there, but as you exit warp speed, you are in sort of space. Well, it's not sort of space, it's definitely space. It's sort of familiar. You can see a planet in the distance that's kind of red color. You can see another planet in the distance that's kind of an orangey color. And there's like some satellite thing over there that looks... Okay, so we're kind of about a couple of hours away from the planet known as Smuggler's Cove, also known as Treasure Planet, also known as Abandoned Mining Colony 672B.
Oh
Alright.
shoot. This isn't where we wanted to go with it. Sorry.
Actually,
It's
this is fine. Treasure Planet would be where
Okay.
you picked up your quest.
Okay.
it's close enough. It got us out of there, you know, when we need to get out of there in a hurry. So you were working under pressure. It's fine. We didn't run into an asteroid or a planet or anything like that. And now we can go to the planet of many names and finish up this job.
Yeah, you know, just numbers, math, not exactly my thing, but they say
that,
it's good to
like,
try.
Exactly your thing?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure when I hired you, like that was the thing that I hired you for. You know what? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
We're here.
Yeah, you know,
It's all right.
it all worked out.
It's fine. So yeah, we got you away from those corporate, how do I put this in polite company? Very bad people. So you're welcome.
I'm guessing something happened in the last 150 years because they were just a big company, but not like huge.
Yeah, they used to have a
Oh.
decent dental plan.
Yeah, a lot happens in 140 years or so. They kind of control everything now, and they're not very nice about it.
All right. So stay clear is what you're saying?
That's what I try to do as much as possible. So yeah, let's get you onto the planet. We'll head off towards wherever we need to dock to turn this AI in.
Okay, yeah, and sure enough, you can do this on autopilot. It will take you into landing. You have a space reserved. Your own ship's AI, which is mostly quiet, just gets on with its job, likes to keep its nose down. Will have booked you a parking space, and you can dock. The docking procedure is going to take about 15 minutes or so. Thank you very much, the Battered Bogart, for that subscription with Twitch Prime. You have an advantage to gift to a player of your choice, and we haven't used any of these advantages yet. We've all got some.
I'm saving them for what I know is inevitably going to be trouble later.
What?
Oh man, I should have been using them.
So I think Vera probably. I'm assuming this port that we're going into, like, it's completely got atmosphere and all that jazz. So.
Oh yeah. It's prime black market planet.
Okay, so she's very quickly getting out of the EVA suit that she despises so much, and she'll put her cowboy hat back on, and she's got like the the leather pants, the white button-up shirt with like a leather vest on over that cowboy hat, and then instead of her duster, she's going to put on that biker jacket.
Hmm.
And then start heading out the door, and we're like, all right, it's this way, let's go.
Yeah, you can't really explain it, but now that you're like in your own environment, the jacket smells.
Okay, just like, oh yeah, I need to clean that first.
Yeah,
So take it off.
It's weird though. It doesn't just like, you've smelled decay before. It doesn't just smell like decay. It smells like a weird concoction of booze, dirt, and like old booze. You know, beer when it's gone bad like for a long time, and also some kind of like just almost like a toxic chemically kind of gas thing.
Okay, so it smells like
Delicious.
Vera's duster, except just a little bit older booze and a weird chemically weird smell. And a little bit of death, which probably also smells a little like Vera's duster. But yeah, she'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to clean that off first. She'll stuff it into a locker and put her duster back on.
Okay.
And then start walking off the ship without really waiting for anybody. She's just kind of taking the lead and expecting everyone to follow.
Okay. So we can head down. Is there anything that anyone else would like to do before we go head down to the docking station?
Gonna try to see if that spacesuit fits in my backpack. Gonna stuff it in there. Maybe a sleeve or a leg hangs out, but who cares?
So like Vera and Wisp's spacesuits are like modern, top of the line things. They're sleek, they're live, they look great. Yours looks like the Apollo 13 landing suit. Like the big white helmet, the big puffy like suit and everything.
Maybe I can sell it. It's vintage.
Collector's item.
Antiques.
And the outfits that Wisp and Vera are wearing are nothing like the predictions of your favorite sitcoms back in the day.
Yeah. So sad.
As you come into land, there is someone waiting at the parking space for you. It's a gentleman wearing a long blue coat, smoking a cigar. And as the ramp descends, he sort of looks across to you, Vera. Well, Vera, was the mission a success?
Vera's gonna tip her hat and say yes, but as she's saying yes, she also wants to reach out and try to grab the cigar out of the guy's mouth and start smoking it herself.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand check.
That I actually am good at. Can I use the advantage on that one?
Sure, but you can't take the 24. You'll have to roll again. There's no fun in
Okay.
knowing when you use the advantage.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh!
Oh.
Roll 20 is the harshest. But don't worry, we're rolling against each other here. So I'll also roll.
This is pretty standard for me in roll 20.
Mm.
I warned the players before we started
Yeah.
that I have ridiculous roll 20 luck and that I'll try not to roll against them. First roll I make is a nat 20. As you...
I was predicting between 18 and 20, so that tracks exactly with what I was expecting.
So as you go to take the cigar, you take it, but then as you go to put it to your mouth, you look back to Trickshot, to Charlie, who you know as Charlie, and he's got it back in his mouth again.
It's just like, all right, well done. Anyways, yeah, we got the job done.
Good. Boss will be pleased. Any trouble I should know about?
Well, we did kind of moon the, what are they called again? Astrotech?
Astrogations, yeah.
What's it called? Astrogation. We kind of had to moon astrogation. They wouldn't take no for an answer, so a little bit of trouble, but nothing I hadn't dealt with before.
Damned automatons.
I know, right?
They didn't tell you back here, did they?
I don't think so. We went to warp immediately, so I don't think they were able to track us.
Good. Alright then, follow me.
All right.
Picked up some crew on the way. Looking at Vila and Pilcrow.
You could say that. They were apparently the original owners of the ship that we were on. Don't ask me how that works.
Interesting.
Not owners as much as crew.
The boss will want to talk to you.
You can try.
You see Pilcrow's head just kind of like swiveling like an owl, watching everyone and everything going on around them, just like warbling. "Ooh." Not paying attention to this conversation whatsoever.
The space station itself does look like the things that you that your sitcoms talks about back in the day, as art often imitates life and vice versa. This looks a lot like, you know, your favorite sitcoms, Trek Wars. There's, you know, Trek Wars, Red Space, and even Armageddon 5. You know, all your favorite shows You can. This looks a lot like all of those. Battlestar Gallagher, all of them. It looks like all of them. and Charlie begins walking. He just starts walking.
Yeah, Vera's just following behind, sauntering, if you will.
And takes you all to a nice posh building. Doesn't really say anything. Enters an elevator and presses the button, and you start heading up the elevator shaft. No music, funnily enough, in this elevator shaft. None at all. Charlie stands in perfect silence.
Elevator
Awkwardly.
rides are always awkward.
Yeah.
Vera just blurts that out
Yeah.
and doesn't follow it up with anything else.
And we all just sit there staring awkwardly at each other. Does anything feel fishy about this right now?
This seems fairly normal for visiting the boss.
Okay.
And the doors open, and here is a waiting room. Right, make yourselves comfortable. I'll go and let the boss know you're here, and we should have you through in no time. Give you some nice payment. Quick work, very quick.
Appreciate it. Well, you know what? My reputation for getting the job done.
Yeah. And he sort of smiles.
Vera will go find the nearest seat and just like completely lounge back in it, like arm over the side, and just completely making herself at home.
And in this room, there is a coffee table. There is sparkling water and apples, and a holovid with a nice, like, VCR-style holovid receptor that looks a lot like the video you downloaded from Argo.
And Pilcrow picks up one of the apples and just kind of shoves it into their face, and then it just kind of suspends inside of their viscous liquid.
Does it like go
Hey,
wrinkly? Does it go like wrinkly and stuff, and like start shrinking or anything like that, or?
It's gonna take some time, but yes.
I love it.
I'm like, is that how you eat it, or is it just storage for later?
A little bit of both.
Cool.
Vera's gonna nudge Vila and go, "Hey, didn't you get one of them video things from your old dead terrible janitor? I mean, you could probably
Did.
watch it now."
Yeah, I don't know you. So I'm not
Hi, I'm
sure.
Vera. I'm the one that saved your life. You're welcome.
So that means you get all the ship's secrets, or
I
Well,
mean, does your
I mean,
ship have a lot of
pretty
secrets?
much.
I think it's fine. We left the ship behind. Why don't you just pop it in there?
fine. I'm gonna take out my what is it, data pad or interface thingamajig, and
Mhm.
just kind of shove it in there.
And what we see on screen is Old Man Blister. If any of you are familiar with Blister from the Argo 37 series, he's got a beard and his dreads are sort of turning white. Cap on backwards. He's addressing the screen and if you're reading this, I'm gone. I hope it's Cotton or one of the others in cryo. I've used everything I could to try and keep the ship going. Even things that the book said wouldn't make fuel. Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Cotton, I'm sorry, alright? after the first quarter wake up, I went around the ship and I did all my checks and everything was just fine. Everything was great. Before I went into cryo, I was a wee bit hungry. So I went to make myself some toast. I thought that maybe whiskey on toast might be quite nice. Anyway, that wasn't the toaster. And the ship kind of, I don't know what happened, but it stopped doing the thing. And Argo changed forever. I'm real sorry. I've kept Argo going as long as I can. And the transmission ends.
Did I just hear that right? He tried to make whiskey toast?
Yep.
You know, Wisp, forget what I said before. You are a fantastic engineer.
I'm sorry.
Good
What did you
job.
say? What did you say?
Don't worry. You're a great engineer. I'm glad I hired you. I could have hired much worse.
Okay, so thank you very much, Green Genie, for the biddies. Thank you, Fabsh, for the biddies. And thank you, Michael Wayne, for gifting a sub to Torn Pixie. Hey, Pixie, you have an advantage to gift. The doors open, and a woman comes out, sort of, you know, pencil skirt, formal looking secretary dressed sort of woman. It says looks like astrogation ink has been unpicked from her blouse, but that's the only change to her outfit to fit in with the smugglers. And she says, Mr. Hemingway will see you now. And that's where we're going to take our break. We're going to take a 5-minute break, everyone. New thing this season. We're going to be taking 5-minute breaks. So get up, have a drink, make sure that you stretch and everything, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. We are back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us during that break. New thing this season. It's already feeling like a good thing. Everyone's actually had a chance to stand up and everything. We're not going to have anyone looking desperate by the end of this second half. So, she says, Mr. Hemingway will see you now. And turns with her clipboard and gestures towards the door to let you all pass through.
Vera's just gonna walk in like she owns the place. Very sort of cocky in the way that she's walking in. And as soon as she gets into the room, she'll just tip her hat at the boss.
Mm-hmm.
The job's done.
And the rest of you follow?
Yeah.
Pilcro grabs one of the bottles of sparkling water and just puts the bottle into their face.
Does it like form a nose?
Love it.
Yes. Little bottle cap sticks out just a little bit.
Fantastic. After you've all walked in, the woman will also walk in, and she sits at a desk with a computer, and he sits poised. And when you say the job is complete, you hear her click clack away, and you can tell she's taking minutes. So the boss is an older gentleman who has grey wings around his ear. It says Dr. Hemingway on the desk, but everyone so far has referred to him as Mr. He's got his fingers sort of like steepled in front of him. You know, he's gone for the power stance. As you say this, he like gestures to a chair across from his desk, and there are seats around.
Is it like a big padded chair, or is it more like a chair without arms? Just a small chair.
Are you familiar with the Great British Navy Admiral's chair? Those are the wooden
Not
ones
super so.
with like the semicircular arms that you can sit on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He has one of those in leather, and it swivels.
Ooh, swivels, cool. In that case, she'll just. I was gonna have her like flip it around and sit backwards, but in that case, she'll just sort of plop into one unceremoniously.
Were you gonna do the Captain America? So you hired me to do a job.
Actually, that wasn't what I was thinking. But yes, that is exactly what she was gonna do.
It seems you've done the job fairly well. I'm impressed. As we agreed, here is your payment. 5,000 credits. Valuable item. AI.
Much obliged. Wisp's got your item there.
Fantastic. Yes, if you could pass it to my secretary, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I'll sell it to you for 4. Technically, it's still ours.
Ah, yes. Yes, well, Vera, you can keep that 5,000 just as a finder's fee, and I believe we can work together also. So tell me, you are actually on that old craft for all this time?
Yep.
You know how it works?
Yes.
That old technology, that dark matter stuff. I know they have trackers all over, as Investigations Inc. have kept it quiet, so that we're all dependent on their electric engines, but... Oh, and we'll refuel. We'll give you new batteries, Vera, of course. We don't want you falling under the regime. No.
Much appreciated. We did have to use a little extra power to get out of there in a hurry. our friends over at Astrogation poked their noses in to our business at the last minute, as Charlie may have told you.
Yes.
So unfortunately, I believe they have the ship if you were interested in getting those engines or anything like that.
They know where the ship is. Damn. Because here's the thing. Sorry, how rude. I haven't introduced myself. Hemingway. Pleasure to meet you. I know Vera and I know Wisp, but you too, you ancient few. Ha! I don't know your names.
Pilot. This is the captain.
Pilot. What a what a functional name. Did you often name yourselves as such back then?
It's not my real name.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yes, I see. Right.
I don't know who you are, so.
Quite understood. And of course, we're working off the grid here, so I suppose this all seems a little suspect. Ha! Well, let me tell you, better to be a little suspect with us than completely under the thumb of Astrogations Inc. They brainwash their employees. It's not pretty. I tell you what, I would like to work with you. That old bird doesn't deserve to be floating out there in space, nor does it deserve to be dismantled by Astrogations. We can get hold of that technology, it could mean freedom to the whole sector.
So, stick it to the man?
Yes. Yes. Stick it to the man.
That's a
It's an
philosophy
old
I can
saying.
get behind.
Okay, good. Well, yes, I'd like to do that. I'd like to stick it to the man. We could do this by relearning this old technology. I would like for you to be able to get that ship running. Maybe we can work on something that will, yes, Wisp. Maybe you could come up with something that could beat the tracker. The dark matter tracker.
I can definitely try. I got a little bit of a look at the ship while we were in there, played around with some things, so I could definitely see if I could work that out.
Well, I mean, we
Fantastic.
know meat definitely won't work.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Oh. Okay.
You learned something new.
Well, they were just.
I don't know all this technical stuff. We just saw that it was tried.
Well, I mean, good to be exhaustive, I suppose. Yes. Okay. Look. I have a raid coming up later today. We're gonna be raiding one of the farmlands over on one of the Terra systems. They don't really have the most inventive way of naming their inhabitable planets. Why don't you join them? You can go and get a first-hand look at what some of the employees of this Astrogations Inc. look like these days. And also, you should find any supplies that Wisp may need for a tracker. And with Vera to watch you, you should not run into any trouble.
Does this mean I get to go shoot stuff?
Yes.
I'm in.
Captain?
Yeah. Right. The other one.
Pilcrow just kind of warbles and says,
Well, the pilot, we don't know much about where we are now, so I suppose this is one way to get an introduction.
All right.
Well, if we're all agreed, then let's go do this thing.
I'm assuming we're gonna need weapons.
Oh, yes. Best to look after yourselves. You can I can get Charlie to arm you, I'm sure. Oh, do you have a preference?
Not really. I like to mix it up a bit. Do you have repeaters?
Yes, I can get you a repeater, no problem. Charlie, a repeater. Same for you, Captain.
Yes, that will do lovely.
Excellent. Pilot, Captain, repeaters. Pilot, Captain, repeaters. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
It's all right.
Pilcrow's head changes shape, and it looks like there's like a cowboy hat mimicking Vera, and then you see Pilcrow just tipping.
Vera's gonna look over at Pilcrow and be like, "You're mocking me, aren't you?"
No?
Good. You know what happened to the last guy to mock me?
What?
Their pilot shot you?
What? What did Bila say? I didn't catch that.
Their pilot shot you.
I gotta know. Sorry, that took me a second. No. You could see through his head.
You can see
So
through
like
my
the
head.
captain.
Yeah, except his was because it had a hole in.
Yeah, it didn't grow back.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
awfully hostile. Please, let's
Oh.
hold the hostility until we've got a lay of the land. I assure you that we may be operating illegally. We are the good guys.
I will be the very picture of restraint.
Charlie sort of like stands, puts out his cigar in his coffee cup, and heads out. He's only a few minutes before he returns with two repeaters, which he tosses towards you both.
I'm gonna try to catch it. Because I have a feeling 140 years in cryo does not make you the most dexterous person.
Sure, give me a dex check. We'll go sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, you catch it.
Not bad.
Pilcrow does not try to catch theirs. It just kind of dunks, and then Pilcrow just reaches down and picks it up. Puts it down.
I was half expecting like you don't catch it. It just sort of.
That would be the case if I was not wearing my armor.
Of course, yeah. So you pick it up, and well then, yes. Vera, you can leave your ship here. We'll look after it. You're gonna need a freighter with some storage capacity. We want to steal another ton of batteries from the farmland. They just had a delivery last week.
Fair enough. No scratches on it, though.
Yes, we'll put it in underground storage. No one will get any close to it.
Perfect.
And the farmers? What about those?
You'll see when you get down there.
All right.
I don't.
This is awkward silence again.
It is, yes. I appreciate that, but trust me, pilot captain, when you get down there, I'm not sending you on this mission to work for me. You can go down there and act in the good of your own conscience. I just want you to go and see. Where's Bavaria? You're working for me. Steal the batteries.
Vera was like halfway to go. Like, I'm still getting paid for this, right?
Yeah. We pay for this. Yeah.
Yes.
Steal the batteries. Yeah, got it. No problem. All right. Well, direct me to this ship I'm gonna be riding on.
Yes, I'll take you. And the woman stands. She presses a button, goes to the printer, and files the printer in a filing cabinet, and then she leads you out. Sort of not the loudest, but an audible clicking of her 1 inch exactly heels as she leads you.
Okay.
Follow along.
She walks into the elevator.
We'll pile in the elevator, I presume, and Vera's just kind of like left hand holding her right wrist in front of her and just standing there like, yep, this is awkward again.
Like, do you guys ever just like push every button on the elevator and then run away?
I've never done that.
It's pretty fun.
I shot someone once for doing that. They made me late to a meeting.
Pilker's
They didn't
hand
run away fast enough.
is slowly like
No, they
going
didn't.
up, but when Vera starts saying that, it goes back down.
Yes.
The great thing about this as well, Stella, is where you're green screening out, your hand kind of went see-through with an outline as you did it. It looked just like an enemy point. It was great.
That's great.
You're going to have a pilot with you on this mission. She's very
We
good.
have multiple?
Oh, that's true. I suppose you could. Are you accustomed to modern craft, pilot? It's like your lips are moving, but I can't hear your words.
I can fly a dark matter ship.
Ah, right. Well, these are electric. I mean, you can have a go if you maybe don't have a go on the first mission. The boss might not like that. We'll send a pilot with you, but I'm sure you can look over her shoulder and see all of the things that that she does, and I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time.
Yeah. We'll see.
You're flying with Jane, Vera.
Perfect. I knew a man named Jane once. And that's all she says. She sort of stares off in the distance as if remembering something, but she doesn't actually say anything else.
Oh man.
Awkward silence continues in the elevator.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's almost a... Go on.
Pilker adjusts some of the apples in its face.
And there's almost a sigh of relief from this secretarial woman when the elevator door opens. It's almost there. You don't. It's not enough to be like, oh, that's a sigh of relief. It's more of just like, yeah, as she leaves. And she takes you to a larger ship. It looks like it can haul about 2 tons of material. So not the biggest ship. Still technically a fighter. But like still. Bigger than your ship. Well, yes, here you are. She's expecting you, so good luck.
All right. Much obliged. And Vera will actually toss the secretary like a 10 credit chip or whatever, however that works with the currency here.
Yeah, the chip
It's like a tip.
the chip like hits her chest and just falls to the ground, and she kind of looks at it for a second.
Like it was trying to be nice and give you a tip for your service.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
She stands there. She doesn't bend to pick it up, but like she doesn't leave either.
I'll we'll see you when we get back. She'll tip her hat and hurry onto the ship.
I'm gonna lean in and be like, smooth.
Look, I didn't ask for your opinion.
You got it anyway.
As you get onto the ship, you're greeted by Jane. Well, howdy! Welcome aboard, everyone! Buckle in, get your seatbelts on. We're going to be down on that ground there before you even know it. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name is Jane. I will be your flight attendant today, and pilot, and captain, and all the other things. So, buckle on in. She starts closing the ramp.
You a coffee drinker there, Jane?
Only on days that end in the word day.
So
Figured.
peppy.
Vero,
You
go
think
get
I
strapped
could-
in.
Can I observe? I'm not used to these kinds of ships.
You want to take the front seat up with me in the co-pilot seat? You bet your bottom dollar you can. You come up front with me right now. You can be on the coffee
Oh.
machine. That's what we call riding shotgun.
Joy.
I'll take a coffee there, pilot.
I'm just gonna look at her and be like, nah.
You're already doing a terrible job at riding the coffee machine position.
Okay, now
Yeah,
she
I'm
start.
not here to learn how to be a barista.
So Jane literally just she looks to you and goes, I didn't catch your name. How shall I refer to you?
Co-pilot?
Co-pilot, wonderful. Nice to have you aboard. Okay, that's a nice functional name there. Okay, now look, what we're gonna do here to start the engine up, we're literally just gonna start up this little flick here that says ignition, right? Then we're gonna press 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the engine numbers, and then the green button, and it starts up.
So simple.
From behind the seats, Vera just calls up. Did you get that, co-pilot?
Are you all buckled in back in there? Cause I drive quick.
Ready to go.
All buckled in, hat secured.
Now then, have you ever played pool? Or like billiards? You ever
Yes.
shoot? Yeah, okay, now look. There's two ways that you can do warping, okay? You can either punch in your destination and then warp to that destination, or if you roughly know where you're going, you can just line it up and just press warp. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna avoid the planet and just line it up and press warp. That way you can warp quicker. She starts. She's like, oh, and this is how you go, by the way. And there's just one big lever. She's like, nah, forward is faster, backwards is slower. And she just pushes it all the way forwards and starts roaring out of this car park.
Oh my god.
We're just like.
Yeah, it's like 0 to 5 Gs in 20 seconds. You know?
Those roller coasters that take off like. You're like,
I think some of the apple and the water bottle just kind of pop out.
Okay, now I'm gonna get it all lined up, okay? And we're barely out of the car park. She's getting out the door, and she puts the stick into neutral, so you're just sort of coasting. She's like, now I'm gonna get it lined up. She's making adjustments, and when I say go, you're gonna hit that warp button right there.
The one that says warp.
That's the one.
Great.
3, you're not even out the car park door yet. 2, you're on the car park door. 1, hit it.
Push it.
And you warp out of the system. So in your time, Vila, you would have learned about warping and that you have to set your destination up. You have to make sure that you're in clear space. There's no traffic around or asteroids or anything like that. She has not done any of this. She's just pew! And there's a moment where the Doctor Who noises come on, you know, the All of the space is just shimmering around you in like light blue waves. And she's like, now this is my favorite part. We don't really need to do anything right now, but just in case, I like to put the throttle all the way forwards, like for when we come out.
Okay.
You don't ever want to be caught sitting still, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I get that. Vera calls from behind.
And look, you keep this just between you and me.
Sure.
But here, pilots get to eat the mint humbugs. She passes you a mint humbug from the glove box.
Would I know what this is? That this existed
It
40
looks like
and
a
50 years ago?
boiled sweet with black and white lines. It's a mint. It's
That's the greatest thing I've heard today.
And you come. Oh, here we go. We're gonna come out about. Hang on a minute. How long have we been warping? Have you been keeping count?
Was I supposed to?
It's probably been what, 20 seconds? That's probably enough. Hit warp. Let's see where we are.
I hit warp.
And you come out at speed because the throttle's all the way on, right on the atmosphere of this planet. You like immediately come out and feel the burning sensation as like the the ship starts hitting atmosphere. She's like, oh yeah, we're right here. This is great. And you see clouds and stuff. She's like, oh, I better put up the heat shields and like see like a nose cone extend. Now we're gonna be landing real fast, okay? Is everyone ready for landing? Has everyone gone through the landing procedure? Were you taken before the landing procedure before you got on board?
I mean, I just woke up.
I've been in a landing spacecraft before. Does that count?
Yes, so everyone... Okay, look, we don't have much time. Everyone just put your head between your knees and pray. That's the landing procedure.
I'm definitely getting nervous now.
And as the ship is hurtling towards the ground, she hits a button, and suddenly there's a lot more air resistance. And then she pulls all the way back on the stick so that you are looking straight up out to space again. Then she pushes forward on the stick and you land softly on the ground. Well, we're here. I'll stay with the ship, make sure we don't get any parking tickets or violations or anything. And you all have a good time planetside. I hope you've enjoyed flying with Jane. This is transport number 632. This is my 5th transport this year. So far, no crashes.
Yeah, how long is the... When did the year start?
Sorry?
When did the year start?
Oh, time is relative, honey.
Sure. Well, thanks for teaching me. Clutching my holy symbol.
Now, time being relative, is that to dimensions in space?
Oh, I'm not a scientist. I just fly planes.
Oh, okay. I just checking. I'm not really much of a scientist either.
Kind of how like I'm a technology person, but I don't do numbers.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody load up. So Vera checks her repeater, make sure it's all loaded and everything, or her ion blaster.
I'm gonna pull that spacesuit out of my backpack and just leave it in the craft. Because that's clunky.
Sure,
I like that in chat that you started a few hours ago.
There's a forklift on the back of the cart. It should have survived landing. You can take that along if you want. It should lift about a ton of batteries at a time. If we get 1 ton, the boss will be happy. If we can get any more, he'll probably take us out to dinner.
I do like free dinner. Let's get at least a couple tons. Vera just starts walking off the ship towards wherever the farm is.
You've landed in a field.
Okay.
It's not like a meadow field or a prairie field. It looks like a tilled field. It looks like it's ready for planting.
I'll look around for a building then.
You can see on that 14 perception check, and we'll say that everyone can see it. You can see there is. Hang on a minute. We should get some less spacey music going on here. You can see a town. You can see a town ahead there, and this town. It's got high walls, all made of metal, and you can also see some shacks and things. There's one person sort of chewing on a blade of something. I guess it could be grass, and you know, there's sounds like nature, birds and things.
All right. I think Vera will just walk right up to the guy chewing on a blade of grass. And against my better judgment, we're going to try this again. She's going to try to grab the blade of grass out of his mouth so she can start chewing on it. Because Vera's Vera.
Sure thing. Why don't you make me a sleight of hand check?
That's slightly better.
He doesn't even like try to stop you. You just take that blade of grass. Your fingers feel a little wet. He's been chewing on it. He's a sloppy chewer, and when you put it in your mouth,
Gross.
it's a little dribbly. And he says, "Hi, mate. Friend, how you doing? Your shit. Field. The landing pad's like just over that way. Can I help?"
Yeah. We ain't got the best pilot. She's little antsy. Can you...
You came out of the sky like a bat out of hell. I thought I was gonna die. Like the ship's facing him. Like
Vera's just kind of casually goes, "Well, day ain't over yet. Where do you keep your batteries?"
Hang on a minute. You're not like one of them raiders, are you?
No, I'm not like one of them raiders.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you want to buy batteries, the store's in town. Just over that way. It's got all sorts of things. You can get anything from like little torch batteries, all the way up to like generator battery things. You know the ones that run the generators. Them ones, the big ones. You know they've got like the bolts on and things. We keep our batteries over by the warehouse, don't we? But obviously you don't mean them. I'm my name's Bill.
Oh, thank you, Bill. You've been very helpful. And she'll take a 10 credit chip and stick it in his pocket. If he has like a shirt pocket or something like that, she'll put it in there.
Oh, hey, what's this for?
It's for being so helpful and making me not have to shoot you.
Oh, no, I'll get in trouble. If I get anything other than approved wages or or bonus, and no, I can't take this, and gives it back to you.
Grim corporate planet bullcrap. All right. Well, here, have your grass back then. She'll put that in his pocket.
Yeah. Oh, and remember, if you think you're gonna sink, Astrogations Inc.
How would I sink on a farm?
Cringe.
I don't know. It's just like
Bill, How would I sink on a farm, Bill? And answer me that.
I think it's more like a sort of metaphorical thinking, you know? I ain't really supposed to think about it, but I do sometimes. And like, I think it might be with reference to those what stop working.
Right. All right. I'm gonna go now, Bill, before I get the urge to shoot you. But thank you. You've been very helpful. And she'll like reach out and like lightly slap the side of his face, like just the pat on the cheek with her hand, and then walk past him.
Thank you. And then as the rest of you approach, hello, I'm Bill.
We have the lift with us, don't we?
Forklift, yeah.
Just go
Hey,
by
Bill.
like, hey, Bill.
What up?
And you can see the warehouse is right there. It's open.
For pickup?
I mean, you two have a mission. You can clearly get this mission done very quickly. If the rest of you would like to do anything else, that's up to you. There's a playground here. There's no rails, unless you choose to be on rails.
I don't have anything.
Pilcrow very helpfully points at the warehouse.
There's the warehouse.
Yeah, that's the
Vera's
warehouse.
already on her way there.
Yeah, I guess we should follow the pilot. Yeah. My pilot. Not that one. And I'll just turn and follow after Vera.
Vera's gonna look over her shoulder and be like, "Y'all coming or what?"
Wisp's like grumbling, like, oh, and yeah, heading after you.
Sure. I'm not much for farmland, so sure. Let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, and whatever shoes you were wearing, mud. Oh,
Yeah. Not a
Pilcrow
fan.
leans over to Villa and goes,
Are we committing crimes? Is this what we want to be doing?
I mean, do we have a choice?
Well, I don't think we want to be on farms, so maybe not.
Yeah. Let's just get this over with. Maybe we can sell some of our old shit and get off that smuggler's planet.
As long as you don't drive like that one.
and she kind of, Pilcrow points over to the ship that we were in where Jane is.
I'm gonna flat palm, like slap Velcro, so it's like it's like a I drive better than that.
Lots of warbling.
Yes, Sweet Fatagan's in chat. It is true. One more retweet for another Wild Magic Surge. This time we'll roll a d4. It could be anyone.
Oh no.
So as you head towards the barn, Bill calls after you again. After you can tell he's been like thinking for a while, and this has brought something to his mind. And he's like, "Oh, it's better not to think." Astrogations Inc.
Like,
Right.
yeah, Bill, you keep
Keep that
coming
thinking.
up with those things.
And as you walk away, he sort of like deflates a little, and goes back to picking these strange like vegetables out of the ground. They kind of look like a cross between Swedes and ginger. They've got like long green stems and like a bulbous shape, but sort of like Swede. Kind of like a space yam with bulbous shape.
Space yam?
Spam, if you will.
Oh
God.
no!
I'm just picturing this as like a yeah.
That was awful.
Gosh.
And here I was
Okay.
thinking basketball and Michael Jordan.
We are at 20 retweets.
Oh
Oh
boy.
dear.
So, we'll do it in order that we went round. So, Stella is 1, Cammy is 4. Danny, please roll me a D100.
Okie dokie.
Oh, hey, that's nice and close. Wisp, as you are walking through this field, you feel a bite at your ankle.
What do I see when I look down?
Okay, so it kind of looks like a rat, except it's green and red striped, and instead of a tail, it has like a beaver's tail.
Is it like gnawing on my leg, or did it just like bite and it's chilling?
It just bit once, and now it's like hasting away, but you get to see it without me having to make a check.
Okay.
I would, however, like you to make me a Constitution saving throw as you start to feel a strange sensation come over your body.
Okay. Jeez, you guys. Oh my gosh.
On a
Okay,
16,
there it is. Yep.
She got advantage.
you do have an advantage. Would you like to?
You know what? Let's do it. How many other con saves that am I gonna? Wait, is a con save right?
On save, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's way worse.
Okay, so we'll take the 16.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
You know what? It was worth it. It was worth trying.
we'll take the 16.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
3 out of the way now.
you can feel like this weird sensation come over you, but like you're fairly sure you fought it down, okay? It's okay. Yeah, you're okay. Everyone else, Wisp's skin kind of turns a greeny color. Oh, hey,
You alright, Wisp?
Yeah, something bit me and then it just ran off, and I don't feel
I'm
super
not
good.
s-
But
I'm not
Maybe
saying this in
look
the
at your
metaphorical sense.
hands.
Yeah. I'm not saying this in the metaphorical sense. You look a little green.
I look at my hands, like,
only like a
Oh, yeah.
little bit. Only a little bit, you know?
I don't know what just happened. I mean, now I look like a watermelon though, because I have pink hair.
Stealing the batteries is easy. No one is watching. In fact, there's a farmhand in there who like helps you. Like he's like, "Oh, are you here to inspect the batteries? I can help." And like he'll just doesn't even wait for you to answer, just like starts putting them on the forklift for you.
I guess that's good because Vera doesn't lie.
Like, we just needed the batteries inspected, and then we'll be on our way.
Great, yeah, sure, all right. You might want to, I mean, if there's any paperwork or anything, they probably do that up at the office.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean,
Right.
And
yeah, I'll be right back. And can I like go outside of the warehouse and then kind of sneak towards the area that they were talking about?
oh, at the town, yeah, by all means.
Yeah. Ah, shoot, I don't know. Does anyone follow me?
I guess if co-pilot and captain here are loading up the forklift, Vera might follow Wisp and kind of keep an eye on her.
Honestly, like this guy's just so helpful. He's like, oh, if you all need to go and check in, I can load these up for you. I wondered why you landed
that
so
would
close.
Be lovely. Yeah, that would be lovely.
Hey, Bill, can you give me a hand?
Obliged.
Bill, can you give me a hand? Yeah, all right, I'll give you a hand. Yeah, no worries. And like, they're like Bill and this guy just start loading Jane's ship for you.
I'm gonna
The,
go up to Vera and be like, so you were gonna let us do the job that you're being paid to do?
Well, you were doing it so well.
No, not really.
Well, I mean, now you got Bill and the other guy's name isn't Ted, is it?
Oh no.
I mean, it wasn't.
But now.
I mean, besides, I don't know why you're complaining, Bill and Ted over there loading the ship up. See, everybody's happy. Well, except for them. They're too dumb to be happy.
Or maybe they're too dumb to be sad.
Hey,
That too.
hey guys, do you think they'll raise a stink if we don't have paperwork?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure
can
we're just
just-
flying back to the place, so do we need paperwork?
I don't know. I figure if that's an issue, I could like see if I could find somebody that's in charge and kind of look at their face, and then I could like disguise myself as them, and then, tell them, hey, you don't need paperwork, blah, 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 blah.
Or maybe we just take a piece of paper and fold it in half and go back and say it's all sorted and then leave.
You know what?
Because they don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if that worked.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's
Me either.
up to y'all.
Well, if we go check on the head people, I might get to shoot somebody. So, I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, okay. Let's try that.
I love how nobody says
But-
anything except for okay.
Okay.
If we shoot people, we might have to leave with less batteries because we have to hurry out of here.
We'll just
Okay,
delay
so-
a little bit longer and wait for him to pack all the batteries on.
There you go. See, she's the smart one.
All right.
Um,
If you absolutely have to shoot someone,
Pilcrow
I
leans
don't
over to
have
Villa.
to.
The future is strange.
you're so weird.
Okay. So can we like explore the area and see if we can find like the boss offices?
Sure. Entering town, the walled, despite the fact that these are great big walls, they are left open, and also they look really shitty. Okay, like really bad. Like people have like ripped sections off of this wall, and like it looks like they've been under attack a couple of times, and no one's ever fixed it. You can see someone literally going up to a section of wall with like some like tin snips, and they're like cutting out a small section of tin, which they're then using to like fix their car. You know, like.
It's creative.
And as you walk in, you can see there's like sort of like oldie worldy style. It almost looks like the Wild West. As you can see, like saloon ahead, general store on the right, and offices on the left. Big sign over the entrance. Welcome to the farm.
Turn to everybody
Hey.
and be like, the.
Sorry, I just realized it must be a happy Monday.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well,
Those look like offices, right? Yeah. Should we check them out? Sneak up to them?
we could, or we could give them more time to get the batteries on and go hang out in the saloon there for a bit. Because booze.
Oh, booze. Yeah, booze is great. What do you guys think?
We've come this far.
All right, let's
Vera's
just go
going
check
to
it
head to
out.
the bar.
Yeah.
Sure. When you head to the bar, there's obviously the swing doors that you can push through. In this room, there is a bar top in the center, doors either side, one staff only. The other says lavatories. And there's tables dotted around in here. And you can see lights and stuff on the back wall there. Not many bottles behind the bar. In fact, there's one big bottle with like a little tap on it.
Okay. Beer's just gonna walk up. Go ahead.
I was just thinking it might not be safe to drink stuff from the brainwashing corporation. Just a thought.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Maybe that's what's making people stupid.
You've cracked the case.
All right, I got it. I know what we can do.
Like
So Vera will
one
go
of the
up to-
patrons, like before you can move, like one of the patrons stands up and like walks towards you and is like, "It's better not to sink. Astrogations think."
That's right.
And looking
So-
at you with this intensity, like,
I'm gonna
That's-
just finger guns.
Intense propaganda there, buddy. And smack him on the shoulder.
right, if you're gonna gander, gotta do it properly. And staggers out of the bar and you hear him fall over in the mud outside.
Vera's gonna walk up to the bar, and is there anybody like tending it?
There is a small bloke wearing a pinny with red stripes. Oh, hang a minute. Do you all call it pinnies? Like an apron.
Mm.
Pinny's so much cuter. You guys should adopt that over in America. Okay?
I
Don't
like
say
that,
apron
actually. I
anymore.
like that a lot
Just
better.
say pinny. Yeah.
Done. that is what they are called from now on for me. So Vera's gonna look over to Villa, and go. Your janitor gave me an interesting idea, so let's see how this works. She'll turn to the person in the penny and go, I have a request.
I ain't got a jukebox.
Not that kind of request.
I don't know you.
No, you do not.
I know everyone in town.
Clearly
We
not.
came to inspect the batteries.
Oh. That's good. I wanted to be an inspector once, you know.
I see. Well, my request is I haven't had this thing in a while, and I would really love some whiskey toast. So you see, you soak the bread in whiskey, and then you put it in the toaster.
Well, it looks around and leans under the counter and pulls out a bag, and it just says maize snack. It- I could soak some maize snacks in some tater vodka. And we could make vodka chips.
You got an oven or a toaster or anything like that you could put it in?
Got a radiator.
I might do it, yeah.
This is the problem though. We ain't been profitable for a while, so I ain't got no heat.
All right, well, I could probably heat it up for you.
All right. Well, I mean, I can give you the stuff, but no science in the bar, I'm afraid.
It's not exactly science per se.
We were mixing things together and heating it up. Sounds like science.
No, that's just cooking.
I mean, I'm not a scientist, but if I saw someone mixing two things together and then putting heat to it, I'd say that's science.
How do you guys cook?
What do you
What
mean?
do you eat?
Rations.
And you don't heat it up?
What? And look, once a month there's a delivery, right? Get these little tins, you open them up, and you take this thing, it's called a fork, you eat it. Quite good, actually. My favourite is the cherry one.
Great.
Can I just shoot him? I'm not hearing a no, so she's pulling her blaster out.
Maybe just in the foot.
Then he'll make loud noises.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. What are you doing?
We're debating if we're going to shoot you and kill you or not.
Look, I can't die. I'm a valuable asset to Astrogations Inc.
You are, buddy. You are.
And now I just feel bad. All right, you know what? You enjoy your rations, and I won't shoot you. It's too easy. Let's just go.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Remember, when you want a drink, Astrogations Inc.
Look, I'm trying real hard here, but you're kind of making me want to shoot you again. So just
Even I want to shoot him right now.
we're just gonna go. Don't get to die until your contract is over. It's a great line in chat. Yeah, Vera's just gonna walk out and put her blaster in. She just looks really sad, like they're too stupid for me to even shoot them.
Yeah.
You
Is this
hear
what-
two people talking with each other, and like they're not even talking to you. Okay, they're not even talking, but like they're literally talking to each other, and they're like, how have you been? Oh, I've been good. I've been good. You know, shame I had to pass up rations. You know, but got to turn a profit. And the other one says, well, better not to think, Astrogations Inc. They sort of go their separate ways.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get to these offices. I need to kill somebody, and I would feel too bad killing these people. So
Yeah, it seems like they can't really help it.
Find someone official. I'm starting to really not like Astrogations Inc.
join the club. Vera's gonna walk over to the offices and literally just kick the door open.
As soon as you
Hopefully.
do, there is a woman sitting at a desk behind the door, right? She's kind of got her hair down in front of her eye like that. She's got the swoop. And she looks like she's customized her uniform. You'll notice everyone is wearing the same Astrogations Inc. uniform or overalls here. And she's customized hers. She's torn off the sleeves. She goes, bleed neck! I gotta fix that now! I gotta get someone to fix that. It's gonna cost us credits.
Vera just toss like 20 credits worth at her.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. You can't just come around here tossing around credits. I gotta put them on the accounts. Where am I gonna get these from? Look, if you can't put it to pen and ink Astrogations Inc. I can't do it.
All right, here's the deal. The beer's gonna yell really loudly. Next person to say an astrogation slogan gets a bullet in the head.
She's very serious, everyone.
And like, there's a janitor over in the corner who just immediately starts sweating, and you can see him mouthing. Better not to think.
Oh!
Better not to think. Better not to think. Anyway, what do you want? What are you here for?
Looking for who's in charge.
Oh. You want Mrs. Creed Lily?
Creed
Yeah,
Lily,
where's
yeah.
she at?
Well, her office is in the back room. I can make you an appointment if you like. Her next available space is
Right now.
Tuesday. But I'm.
Oh, would you look at that? On my calendar says it's exactly Tuesday.
Right. Okay, I tell you what. I can go through, right? And I can be like, here, Mrs. Creeley, there's some people here. They got guns. They want to come and see you. I'll just do that.
Have you ever had crash?
What?
Crash. And I pull out a can of crash from my backpack.
Oh, is that like a drug or something?
No, it's a drink. You want to try it? I can drink from it first. It's not poison.
I don't know. Is it company brand?
I don't know. Is it?
I'm
gonna. Oh shit! I don't even have anything I can do, like a sticker or anything. I can just slap on.
It's an acronym. It's a crash. You know, there's a acquisitions A in the crash, and yeah, don't you see it?
Pilcrow reaches to their tool belt, pulls out some duct tape, and just puts it around.
Company brand.
Around who? Around the secretary?
No, around the can.
Oh, right. Okay. I was gonna say this got dark. Okay. So you
Just
put
wait.
and she's like, well, I mean, I am kind of hungry, and she looks like she's about to make a food-related Astrogations Inc. slogan, but then she looks at Vera's gun. What,
None
do I
of
just
these blasters have like hammers or anything, but if they do, that's like they're just pulling the hammer back.
She takes
I'm
it and is
gonna-
like, and like I guess it's like mashed potato. Is crash mashed potato? I thought it was like smash.
No,
No.
it's soda.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
From the verse. I read it I read so much of that dark matter.
Awesome. Oh yeah.
Crash
You,
Gets rid of an
is
exhaustion level.
soda.
I've seen Tweeter of Vecna in chat. In chat, Justin, welcome. I have found players who read more than me. So she like sprays it, and she's like, "Oh, it's tangy. Why is it tangy?"
It's sugar. Do you know what sugar is? You use it to make booze. You know what booze is?
You mean like tater vodka? One night I got so mashed on tater vodka, right, that I didn't even know where my house was.
Oh my god, right? I know. I totally know.
I woke up, don't tell the janitor, woke up outside his house in like a bathtub he had in the garden. What's he got a bathtub in the garden for? I don't know, but I woke up in it.
Amazing.
I think at this point, Vera's just had this blank expression on her face. And finally just turns and starts walking towards the door that she pointed
I'm
to.
gonna do like a come on. I'm gonna distract her.
And Mrs. Creed Lily, she sits at this desk, and behind her is a great big mural that says, "It's better not to think Astrogations Inc." And there's like a picture of the Astrogations Inc. logo there, which I'll get Alice to describe for me in the future. And it's there on the wall, and she, as you come in, she's like, "Hello, welcome to the farm. I heard the ruckus in the other room. I guess you're raiders."
You would guess correctly.
Right.
I've never raided anyone in my life.
Okay. I humbly request that you consider not raiding us. These are simple people, hard workers for Astrogations Inc. If we don't start turning a profit soon, we're likely to get cancelled.
Right.
What happens if you get canceled?
Well, they take all of the saleable items that we've made so far and redistribute us all to different locations. Some of us will move down the chain, me especially. I don't know how
So
some
are
of the
you-
people...
Are you in charge of keeping all these people brainwashed?
What? I'm in charge of keeping them fed and how much they're worth to the company.
These people
You're just
can't
sort of
really
squinting.
move down, can they?
Sorry, you both spoke at once there. I missed that.
Go ahead, Vera.
I was just saying, Vera's just squinting, like she's
Hmm.
trying to make a decision.
Yeah. Can these people move down? Is there a down from here except for you?
Well, yes, there's always a down. At the moment, they have friends. They could be moved to isolated moons. Some of them might be lucky to go and work in the sewer systems on one of the big cities. Farming's a good life. Lots of sunshine.
Hmm.
And we do get regular shipments of rations.
Right.
What if we do this? What if rather than taking all of your stuff, what if we take some of it? And then we pretend that, we had a lot of trouble. And so we get a little bit of what we want, and you get a little bit of what you need.
I wonder if perhaps I could convince you. Maybe you could consider not being raiders, all of you, and maybe one of you might do some freelance work.
What are you talking?
I need, like, we have equipment. None of us have any idea how it works. Or how to fix it. Like this large thing with, like, blades that you're supposed to go through a field with. We tried pushing it, nothing happened.
Plow?
I think they mean a harvester.
Yes, that's written on the side. Astrogations Harvester 9000.
Right.
Wow.
So they gave you a harvester and nobody knows how to use it.
Shh.
Wow, suddenly it makes sense why y'all aren't doing very good over here.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we don't want to be
Right.
complete jerks, so maybe we can work something out. Maybe we try and help you fix your machine, and then we get to take some stuff that we need.
Okay, yes. Look, I will trade you. It's always batteries, right? You always steal batteries, raiders, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. Look. I'll let you take some batteries. I'll lose it in the paperwork somewhere. Okay. I'll lose it. And in exchange, you can teach Ted how to make the harvester work. He's the smartest of us, mechanically speaking.
Oh
Ted,
my God.
yeah. I mean, show us to him. We'll try to do our best.
We've met Ted. He's the one who loaded the lift.
Yep.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was Bill. Oh no, Bill was the one.
Oh,
that we
he
first saw.
helped.
Bill was the first one.
Bill and Ted are so helpful.
Yes,
Yeah,
very, very helpful.
Hard workers.
Mhm.
If I could, I'd give
mean-
them more rations.
All right. Vera just disappointedly shoves her gun back in the holster. Shoot, body's worst rate ever.
I'll pat Vera on her back. It's okay. Next time.
So one of you would be willing to stay and help us fix the harvester?
Stay? No one's staying.
I mean, how long would we have to stay for?
I mean, how long does it take to teach someone how to fix and maintain a harvester?
I mean, I feel like we could teach you, but if that thing breaks down, I don't really have any faith that Bill or Ted would remember how to fix it.
Okay.
Well,
and she starts addressing
maybe if
Wisp.
you
Oh, go on.
draw it on like a children's drawing. Maybe.
Yes. One of you stay maybe for 3 months. We'll get all documentation, all like SOPs and everything, and we'll make it official, and we'll say that Ted did it, and that would really help us out. And then Astrogation might even send us some guards.
I'm gonna look
See, we
over at
don't
Vera.
want that.
But then you
Like-
could shoot them.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Vera, I don't really have plans. I could stay here and help these people. You know, they're kind of suffering. Maybe help open their eyes to.
I'm pretty sure the
Corruption?
boss wanted these batteries back pretty quick.
Well, you'd get the batteries right away.
I mean, we
But-
can deliver them. You can stay here. It's fine.
I'm
What
gonna
was
stay
the name
here.
of your ship again?
The Ace of Spades.
Yeah, why don't you stay here and I'll look after the ship.
Well, Vera, you can go on without me. You don't even have to hang back. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had all they'd need to get this machine back running.
But who would shoot the guards?
Well, the guards won't be here until after we fix everything. So, I mean, we could come back, get Wisp, then come back after that, and then
Yeah.
come shoot the guards.
I'm
pretty solid
sure I could make it seem like we need more batteries than we actually have, and then maybe, who knows, when you raid in future, maybe you can take some of our extra batteries. We can do it all below the table. No one needs to know.
So, wait, let me get this straight. So we help you be more profitable.
Yes.
You provide us with a regular supply of batteries and guards for me to shoot.
I mean, I can't promise the guards to shoot, but I can try and wangle the paperwork for the other things.
That sounds pretty equitable. Yeah, I think that
Cool
works.
with it. I like
Great.
this.
Great. Oh, great. Fantastic. Look, here, take my rations. And, she goes under her desk and pulls out a pink cherry thing and passes it to you. Don't tell anyone I gave you that.
Fear's gonna whisper to Wisp and be like, probably best not to eat anything here. It probably makes you stupid.
Pocket it.
And then, in this moment, the deal is done. Wisp stays at the farm and helps Bill and Ted learn how to use and maintain the the harvester. By the time you guys come out, they've already fully loaded the freighter, and Jane takes all the rest of you back to Treasure Planet. In very nearly the same way she arrived.
Great.
This time she's got her angle a little slightly off, and you have to end up like doing an hour flight into the car park, but like, you know, she's like, well, good thing it wasn't the other way. Vera, you get paid.
Awesome.
And Pilcrow and Vila, the boss. We're running low on time, so the boss will do a quick conversation with the boss before we wrap up. So Vila Pilcrow, he asks for a private audience. He says, look, I quite want to get that Argo 37 machine running again. I've been tracking it throughout time. It's the only one that fell off the register. No one knows about it. Well, now Astrogations do, I guess, but I can provide you a ship. You can get whatever you need to get the thing running.
It is our ship. It would be nice to go back.
I'll follow your lead.
And then Pilcrow just kind of puts out a gelatinous appendage for a handshake.
You have yourself a deal.
And he sort of puts his hand inside yours.
It's very gooey. And then when it pulls back, there's like this like residue. It's all sticky.
I hope you don't mind, and pulls a handkerchief out of his top pocket and like wipes it off. Best as he can. So it's done. Next week we'll have a new mission for Vila and Pilcrow. Thank you very much, Vera and Wisp, for joining us on our establishing episode. Let's go round.
Yay!
That was fun, Chris.
Let's go around and say hello to everyone. That's who you are, where we can find you online. We'll go the other way around, and we'll start with Kemi.
Oh, shoot.
She wasn't
You
ready.
can find me on Twitter at Kemi Yule, or on my Redbubble store where I sell stuff like this.
What's happened? Is someone sharing screen?
I don't know what just happened.
Whoever's sharing screen, can you stop?
Oh, I think
Thank you.
I literally don't know what just happened.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I do not know what I did.
Sharing Beachbody all of a sudden.
Hey, that's what the Roll20 looks like, everyone.
So it's just, I was saying, I sell stuff on Redbubble at redbubble.com/my name. Just and I make art sometimes, and apparently I'm a streamer now.
Yeah, you are. And we've had more things come in at the end of the session. Thank you, V's Knees, who donates advantages to everyone. What we'll do with the advantages this season is we'll make them roll over to the next game. So next game, everyone will have one more advantage than they do now, and we'll let the advantages that weren't used roll over as well. Next, this has been an establishing episode, so next week there might be more action. Thank you very much, Cami. Next round we have Danny at Danny Yogi.
Okay, hi. I'm the one who has really bad trouble with tech. Anyways, I am Danny. You can find me on Twitter at Danny Ugani or at my Etsy shop at Hoop and Loom. Also anywhere else on the web at Hoop and Loom. And you can even follow along with my adventures DMing Curse of Strahd. I have a Twitter thread going on, and it's super fun. I'm having a blast with my players. And yeah, there's just some crazy stuff that's been happening, so I'll see you around.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Next around the screen. I've just seen the zoom. I was trying to... Next around the screen we have the Raven. Oh, hi, Raven.
Hi. Oh, this was a blast. I had a lot of fun with this. So yeah, I'm Raven, professional game master, tabletop streamer, and game designer. You can find me at Twitter at the Raven, and then finding me next actually in about 4.5 hours on my channel, twitch.tv/RAVVYN. We're doing another episode of Peasant Strike Back, where we basically play the peasants in your typical murder happy D&D story. So we're actually playing against your typical D&D party because we're peasants and we're fed up with them. But yeah, this was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It was very fun to play Vera, especially in the town where everybody was just too dumb for her to even kill. So, thank you, Scrat. This was great.
Thank you. Last round, we have Stella Luna. Oh, hi, Stella.
Hello. I am Stella Luna. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do things of the artsy fartsy kind and various types of TTRPGs. I do emoji art. I do things like Dark Matter over on my channel as well. And then we have recently been playing a Swedish TTRPG called Symbarum. It is a dark fantasy gothic sort of thing. It's very spooky and it's very hardcore. It's really, really fun. And thank you guys so much for playing with me. Oh my god, this was so fun. I had a great time this session. Thank you, Scrat. Thank you, Cast.
So fun.
Thank you. Well, we are going to go on a raid, so everyone please stay in your raiding seats and get the raid cry ready. I feel like the raid cry today should be something Astrogations Inc. Maybe your favorite Astrogations Inc. quote. Let's hear your suggestions in chat. Whilst you're doing that, please check out our things, starting with our social links. We have Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Go and check them out. Discord, come and be a part of our wonderful community. We're pushing about 1,000 people in our Discord channel at the minute. It's getting pretty big, but I'm fairly confident I can vouch for nearly every single one of them to be kind, welcoming, and genuinely awesome people. So go and check it out. Twitter, send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you into a game. And YouTube, you can go and catch this in about 24 hours and all of the other games there. Excuse me, I ran out of breath there. Also, please check out our sponsors. You have been watching Mage Hand Press content. Mage Hand Press is our one-stop shop for sci-fi expansions and other third-party expansions for D&D 5e and well, I'm not supposed to say D&D, am I? Anyway, never mind. I did. So go and check them out. The Mage Hand Press hardbook is available for pre-order right now. You can go and buy it on their website. I strong-armed them into doing it. Also, check out our other sponsors, The Deck of Many. They create the Deck of Many Things, the Deck of Many Animated Things. They've got a Black Friday sale on now. And you can also go and grab their hardback Humblewood thing, which is their latest thing. This was released this month, so brand new. And if you buy over $100 of stuff, you can use the code Scratticus for free shipping. Lastly is our newest sponsor, Hero Forge. Hero Forge, you can buy custom minis, which you can customize yourself right down to finite positions of the arms and things. I get addicted. I've made so many. We are going to go on a raid. We've got 3 hours until Doors of Daenerys. Okay? So, we are going to go and raid another TTRPG stream that should last, hopefully, at least 3 hours. We are going to go and raid Table Story, if any of you have heard of them. They are good fun. We're going to be using the raid cry, if you feel you're going to sink, Astrogations Inc. There it is. So, I'll get the raid cry going. I can spell. There we go. Thank you very much for attending, everyone. Thank you very much, players. Thank you very much, guests. We'll see you next week for more Mage Hand Mondays. And until next time, everyone, please do keep on evoking them emotions. There we go. Keep evoking emotions. We'll catch you later. Bye.